Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Isna, hi parents and students. So this is my second video doing during this time where the school is physically closed, but alhamdulillah virtually open. I think by the end of this whole pandemic, I'm going to be called the vlogging principal, which is not a very bad title, so I'm cool with it. So alhamdulillah, our e-learning has been up and running. We've had a week to work on it, students to get the hang of it, the teachers to improve on it. We've conducted the survey, alhamdulillah, and we've had some good feedback and some feedback on how we can learn. Of course, you saw the email that I sent last night regarding the timing changes. Although the classes are 60 minutes now, but we believe from everyone's feedback that that's enough time to get the lesson out to students, have the students work independently as well if needed, and get feedback from teachers. We added a couple of times in the morning and after school as well, where students can get help from teachers during that time. We put in enough breaks between classes so students aren't attached to their monitor the whole time. They can stand up, go for a walk, grab a bite, and come back to their classes, inshallah. So we hope that the schedule works better. I wanted to actually share the survey results with everyone. The student survey results, we had about 115 responses. We did have exactly 115 responses. It was pretty roughly evenly distributed in terms of number of students from each grade responding to it. We had quite a few more female students than male students responding, 62.6 for female, 37.4 for male. How anxious do you feel? It seems a lot of students were anxious, 5 being very anxious, 1 being not anxious at all. So it seemed a lot of students were anxious about this whole experience when they started. How often do you feel your teacher is available to give you feedback and answer questions? So 5 is very often, 1 is rarely. So alhamdulillah, it seems a lot of students do feel that teachers are available for answering questions. How was your first week of online learning considering the situation we are in? So first time doing online school for most students and teachers. So considering it all, mashallah, seems a lot of students were in the 3, 4, or 5 range, which is good to see. The amount of live sessions done by teachers is 1 is not enough, 5 being too much. So it seems, alhamdulillah, teachers were doing quite a bit of live sessions, and most students think that it's either right or about too much. Are you having any difficulties with technology using Zoom, Google Classroom, Wi-Fi, etc.? Alhamdulillah, seems our students are very tech savvy, and besides being tech savvy, they have the right tools at home for the most part, 87.6%. Which of the following timetables do you feel will be best for learning? So it seems a lot of students wanted it to be at 9 o'clock with shorter classes. Others stated they wanted to be at 9 o'clock with shorter lunch. So it seemed quite a bit of a majority wanted it to be, starting at 9 o'clock. A little bit extra sleep for teenagers doesn't hurt. Of course, it'll be beneficial. So, and this was one of the main reasons why we went with the schedule that we went with. Then there were a lot of comments which I will not go through. Alhamdulillah, some good positive comments, some good feedback that we had to go through each response, 62 responses, to come up with the plan that we have right now. So with that being said, inshallah, we will continue to improve. We'll continue to work with all of you, students and parents. We had 26 responses from parents, and we looked at those as well. Also, a lot of parents said that their kids were on the screen too long, and they were concerned that the kids were on the screen for most of the day. So we're trying to do our best to reduce that. One advice is if there are assignments, just print the assignment at home if you have a printer. Kids can work on it, so they're not just looking at a screen. They can look at a physical paper, and then they can take screenshots of it and upload it so that they're not always working on the screen. And there might be other advice there as well. So inshallah, one major announcement from the board. They've been working hard. They understand the situation all the parents and families are in. We're trying to do our best, inshallah, to help everyone. One thing we're doing immediately, so the April fees are not going to be withdrawn. We are postponing all the payments by a month for the time being. So the April fees will be taken off in May, and the May in June, June and July. And then if there are other discounts and stuff, inshallah, the board will be discussing it and trying to come up to a resolution on that. But at least to lessen the anxiety financially and burden on the families, there will be no fees withdrawn in April. If anyone has any questions about finances or discounts or support, subsidies, what have you, email was sent out already. Please email elearning without any dashes or spaces, elearning@isnaschools.com, and inshallah we'll try to get in touch with you and help you out. Barakallahu feekum. We keep working together. We keep thanking Allah for what we have, cherish what we have, and look forward to seeing everyone physically soon and interacting with people physically soon. But until then, we'll keep vlogging. Barakallahu feekum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.